What's going on, guys? JT here with an unboxing and first look at the new Associated rival MT10. So Associated went back. You guys may have known several years ago they had an 8-scale rival, and I did have one of those a while back, but part support kind of faded away for it after a while. So I no longer have that truck, but I remember how it drives. And of course, these are going to be totally two different trucks, of course, the way they're constructed and size, of course, and the way they run and stuff. So I could say this off the bat. I am glad that Associated is kind of hitting more of the basher market as well, because it puts a little competition out there and stuff. So I did pick this up from Horizon Hobbies. I'll put a link in the description as well, so you can get it from Horizon Tower and a couple other places as well. So it's going to run you $2.99. So it's going to be in competition, and don't take that in a bad way, guys. I know how some people can get, but it's going to be in competition with the Arma 3S BLX series as well, which is good. Competition is always good. It gives you more variety and stuff out there as well. So you guys know that this comes with, it can come with or without a battery and LiPo. So I did get the version without the battery or without the LiPo and the LiPo charger. I believe the version with the LiPo and charger is going to run you, I believe it's going to be $349. It's a 2S LiPo, but I've got plenty of 2S and 3S LiPos with this as well. So one thing I do kind of like about this is that Associated didn't put on the box trying to claim any particular miles per hour and stuff, which I said is good, because that way you're not expecting, oh, this is going to go 55 miles per hour. And if it goes 54, people won't be disappointed, because I've seen people see particular box markers and they'd be like, oh, it goes 60 miles per hour at the box, and then it goes 58. It goes, oh, it sucks. I'm like, no. But anyway, glad Associated didn't for this particular model do that with this. So anyway, let me go ahead and crack this box open real quick. All right, so real quick, y'all know I got to do it. Whew, love the smell of a new RC car. So they give you an instruction manual here. Get this turned. So it does come with one of their newer radios, the XP120. Get this pulled over here with that. And that right there is going to be instructions for the speed controller as well. But I've seen this model before, and I've played with this on a couple of other kits that I've had before. Not so much of an Associated model, but I kind of picked up a used one. It kind of had this one with it, if I can recall, but we'll take a look at this up real close. But of course it comes with, you guys can see there are some Allen keys and stuff as well. And I am just, can y'all smell that? That smells so good. So, so they got this packed in here pretty good. Radio is going to be here. And the truck is going to be there, and that looks pretty cool. So let me go ahead and pull this out real quick. All right, so got that out real quick. We'll focus on the truck in just a minute, but this is the radio that this comes with. It actually uses, of course, 4 AA's. You put those in the body there. I believe the rival, the original 8-scale one, used 6 AA's, and I can't recall, but I know it was, I think it was 6 to 8. But you guys see there, it does have, get this to focus in just a little bit. It does have all of your basic throttle and steering trims and stuff on there as well, and dual rate steering and for the throttle, and it also has servo reversing, and this is 2.4 gigahertz, and it does come with foam on the steering wheel as well, and it's got a pretty nice fit to the hand. So I mean, for kids too, it can fit nice in there as well, because I like the way, for me, this can kind of rest in between your hands right here. So for me, I like the way these actually feel and stuff. They're pretty lightweight too, and they've given good responses before in the past, so I'm pretty sure nothing's too much changed with this. So looking real quick at the truck, and this is 10 scale, as you guys know. Tire compound was something I was very, very, very curious about when I first looked at this, and the tire compound for this is good, actually. This does kind of have, I'm not going to really say a Badland type backflips tread, but it is similar to it with that. And then you guys see with the wheels there how those are constructed. I believe you're just going to turn this over. Yep, that just turns a couple of times, and then that's going to come out, and that's going to give you access to the wheel nut that's in there. So this truck looks good, guys. You guys know that I say that probably for every truck. You say that for every truck, but it does. I mean, when you guys see them kind of online and stuff, and you see pictures of me like, oh, okay, that looks cool. But when you see it in person, they actually look a lot better. So you guys know that this truck also comes with LED lights in the front and then also in the rear, which is pretty cool. And it comes with this nice wheelie bar that's on the back of it. So looking at the suspension setup without the LiPo in it, that's set up pretty good. So Associated has a link, and I'll put that in the description to their YouTube video of this doing some backflips and stuff like that. So we'll take this out and take it through the paces as well. I probably won't do too much at first. I really don't want to damage this body until I know parts availability and stuff gets out there. But I know this body, let's see real quick. Trying to see the thickness of it. It's not too thin, it's not too thick, so I don't think it'd be a problem. You don't have to worry about like some of the other types of bodies that come from some other companies, possibly overseas, that are a little cheap and stuff, but this doesn't feel like that. I'm pretty sure Associated knew that when they created this. Oh, cool. So you do get this dust cover in here, so this is a plus. This is cool. I love this because a lot of times I mentioned to you guys when you're out running cars and grass and stuff like that, a lot of stuff just gets stuck in here. So with this, you can just kind of put this on and pretty much get this to focus in. Matter of fact, let's get a little light. There we go. And put this on there and keep some of that dust and grass and stuff out of here. So now this does come with a 3300 kV motor. And I believe this is a 60 amp speed controller. And this is 20 to 25 kilograms for it. So it should be basically fine for running stock out the box. And it does come there. You guys see, get this to focus in again. Sometimes when I turn this loud, it doesn't focus in that well. It does come with threaded body shocks and stuff for it. So, but the layout of this truck is good though. I like the way they have this laid out and stuff. And like I said, it does come with functional LED lights in the front and then also in the rear as well. So this design is similar. I know some people have asked before about it with the Helion truck. So probably Associated went in and I don't know all the ins and outs, so I'm not going to claim I did, but I'm glad they actually are taking on this model and then putting the Associated touch to it. Of course, adding their electronics to it. And they've probably done a couple other things too as well. You guys do see it does have some adjustability there, and this does have threaded body shocks. And I do believe they improved on this front bumper just a little bit as well. I know they've done the wheelie bar a lot different, but it does come with, I believe the Helion version did not come with aluminum. I believe those were plastic in there. I can't remember 100% sure, but I know the wheelie bar and stuff is different. But there are parts out there for this. I mean, if you guys have a local hobby town, I'm pretty sure they still stock a lot of parts and stuff for it, which is fine. So I am not upset at all. I'm not even thinking twice that this is kind of replicated from there, because this is actually a good performing truck. I had this at the Horizon Fest, the Helion version of this, and it performed well. I let several people drive and we were bashing it and it did not break at all. So I expect the same kind of quality out of this because it's not going to break, even though it's got plastic drive shafts and stuff. And it does have sway bars in there too. Like I said, I can't recall too much with the Helion what I would have had up in there, but turn this over here real quick and let you guys take a look at the center of gravity for the chassis. So even though it is kind of a high center of gravity, it is somewhat lowered in a way that you guys can see there. So I'd say you have about 4 inches or so of clearance down there with that. But I'm just really tripping off of these tires, this meat right here. So you also do get adjustable body posts there as well. And sometimes when I turn this loud and I get too close, it just don't focus in well. But you guys see you do have some adjustability there for that, which is good, because that means you can fit different bodies and stuff on here as well. So speaking of different bodies, let me grab a body real quick so you guys can see another 10 scale type body on here. All right, so this is what it looks like with another 10 scale body on now. Of course, it's going to sit lower and stuff. This is a body that's used like on a Stampede 2-wheel drive and a Stampede 4x4. But you guys see that you have plenty of body options. It actually looks pretty good on here too. So you do have body options out there as well to fit different bodies on this truck. Turn this around real quick. So that's going to be a quick look and unboxing of this. I can't wait to get this thing out and running again. I'm curious on the performance of this compared to its predecessor. I mean, with these tires and wheels on here, and these are actually a good soft compound. That's actually really good. So with that, but I'm also curious on how this system is going to perform with this. I'm not sure what they did for the gearing inside here, but I have to take a look, and you guys know once I do some of my first run thoughts on it, I'll give you more information on the gearing and stuff in here as well. I believe it may be a 54 to 56 spur and a 12 or 13 tooth pinion gear that they have up in there. It's all 32 pitch. And then of course the battery straps, these are Velcro, so you're not limited to just certain sizes in there, of course. Seeing how big of a battery we can fit up in here real quick. So we can get a pretty meaty size 3S or 2S lipo in there as well. So that'll be good. Shock towers and stuff on this are pretty beefy as well. I don't expect, like I said, this thing to break or shatter or anything like that because it's constructed good. And looking at one other quick thing with this, I know some people talked about, for instance, the Traxxas Max that had the light kit installed and the wires were thin and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about that with this. You guys see the way they kind of run the wires up through here. So they know this is going to be bashed and stuff. I may actually tape this up here so that if I'm jumping and stuff, the battery's not hitting up against this and damage these. But that'd probably be the only thing I'd make some minor adjustments to this for. Won't be changing anything, of course, on the suspension or anything with that. So that's a quick look at this, guys. This is exciting for me because like I said, I'm glad that Associated is taking this route and they're kind of reaching some of the basher crowd and stuff. And it does look good in person. I'm pretty sure if you're have any hobby shops close to you, I'm pretty sure they'll get some in and have them for demo models so you guys can see this up close, because of course looking at a person does do it more justice than kind of looking at it through the internet, looking at images and stuff of it. So anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, put your comments down below, and stay tuned for some running videos. Thanks for watching.